Teaching my son to drive was one of the most nerve-wracking experiences. I thought he knew more about driving than he did. I realized the best way to get him to understand the concept was to model it for him. After a few runs to the store, Jay began to understand things better. Now I feel much more comfortable with him at the wheel. School leadership requires the same level of modeling. Modeling the way is a key aspect of school leadership. Let's take a look. All right, so let's take a look at school leadership and the skill of modeling the way. So our agenda, we're going to define the practice of modeling the way, look at responsibilities, traits, and strategies, determine contextual applications, and look at some resources and key takeaways. So modeling the way is a leadership skill where you lead through example, and in your actions and behaviors, it aligns the values, decisions, and daily practices. It sets the tone for the school culture, and it makes leadership visible and consistent. Okay, so the leader of the school is exhibiting the actions and behaviors they expect of their followers or staff. They're exhibiting these actions and behaviors, and they're setting the tone, setting the way that aligns with the vision. So why does it matter? It builds trust and credibility. It strengthens the school culture and morale. It clarifies expectations, encourages accountability and ownership, and promotes consistency across the teams. So as people are modeling the means by which the vision is executed, it removes all confusion. It provides that clarity, and it also lets the staff know, hey, this person is willing to do whatever it is they're asking us to do. Okay, so they're modeling exactly what needs to be done. What makes it important? Well, in relationship to the other 4 leadership traits, without modeling the way, the leader just becomes this overbearing, top-down authoritarian, and the followers, eventually it undermines the followers because the leader isn't willing to do what they're asking others to do. The challenging is not viewed as an acceptable practice because the leader doesn't demonstrate the attribute. They're not challenging the process because they're not doing or showing the staff exactly what needs to be done. Enabling others. So basically, again, the leader becomes this top-down person. Oh, they can talk it, but they can't walk it. And their leadership presence becomes overbearing rather than supportive. And then obviously, if you're not modeling the way, it's very hard to encourage the heart because the staff doesn't see any commitment from you. So what are some of the core responsibilities when modeling the way? Define and live shared values, right? So when you present that vision as the first step, you want to live that vision. You don't want to just share it so that others can live it. No, you want to show them what it looks like to follow that vision. You demonstrate ethical and professional behavior, commit to equity and student-centered decisions, and be present and engaged in the school community. Okay. So again, modeling the way, the core responsibilities. If you're modeling the way as a leader, people should see you. You shouldn't, 90% of your day shouldn't be spent in the office where people are coming to you. No, you should be visible and engaging with the school community at all times. Responsibilities in action. What does it look like for a leader to model the way? Arrive prepared and on time. Staff shouldn't have to wait for you to get to the meeting. Yes, things pop up as a school leader. Don't get me wrong, things pop up. But on a consistent basis, you should be prepared and on time, just like you expect from your staff. Use respectful communication. Follow the same expectations set for others. There isn't a separate set of expectations. Oh, I as the administrator, I can do this, but you guys need to do this. That's that old do as I say, not as I do type thing, and it really doesn't work in a leadership role. Handle conflict calmly and constructively. So what are some strategies for modeling the way? Some things you can do. Lead from the front in initiatives and PDs. Celebrate effort and growth. Maintain visibility across the school. Model reflection and learning. Practice transparency in decision making. Engage in learning walks and feedback. Model effective instructional practices. Encourage innovation and risk taking, and use data ethically and thoughtfully. So what are some of the key leadership traits that are necessary in order to model the way? Have to have integrity, and there's that word again, consistency. Authenticity and humility. Yes, you are the school leader, but you are not flawless, okay? Be able to admit those mistakes. Hey, I made a mistake. This is how we're going to correct it moving forward. Courage and accountability, empathy and emotional intelligence. All those things are needed in order to model the way. Some additional strategies to modeling the way: use inclusive language like we and us, doing the work alongside staff, So during PDs or collaborative planning, it's not just you standing over the staff. No, sit down, work with them, clarify, coach. Listening more than talking, standing firm on values during challenges. So this is why this last one is why the vision is so important, because you have a point of reference about the values and the focus and the direction the school is going. So when things come up, you can reference back to that vision. So when you're challenged as a leader, you can always refer back to the vision as to why things are being done the way they are. As a leader, you always want to model reflecting. So some of the reflection questions for the leader in attempting to model the way: what behaviors am I modeling daily? Stop and think about that sometimes. Like, am I exhibiting the behaviors and actions that I want my staff to exhibit? Do my actions align with our vision? Clean cut. How do staff experience my leadership? So I think it's going one way, but I need to hear from the staff to see if that's how I'm coming across. And what message do my responses send? These are things you can consider and reflect upon as a leader. You don't have to do it each one of them every day, but maybe once each one, once a day, to see if you're in alignment. Here are some examples. So if you're looking for other examples of practices you can implement, you can utilize the play page. And then to evaluate those practices, you can utilize the evaluation tool. So what are some of the key takeaways? Leadership is shown through actions. Consistency builds trust. Daily behaviors shape school culture. Modeling the way creates lasting impact. So if you're a school leader, you want to make sure that your actions, your behaviors on a daily basis are aligned with the vision for the school and aligned with the expectations that you want staff to exhibit as well. We hope that was helpful. Whether good driving or good instruction, modeling the way is vital. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. If you found this video beneficial, feel free to support this channel via PayPal or CashApp. 50 cents, $1, or whatever you like. All support is appreciated. This allows us the means to keep making great content.